straight ahead.
All right, looking forward to that, Kevin. Thank you. An alleged bank robber is behind bars, accused of robbing one bank and then threatening an act of terrorism at another. Police say 48-year-old Robert Hardy entered a Chase Bank in Mill Creek demanding money and then left 3 envelopes before he ran from the area. He then allegedly went to another Chase Bank at Cottonwood Heights and left an envelope there with what police are calling a manifesto. Part of it warning of an active bomb threat on both the bank's leadership and the President of the United States. Charging documents say Hardy admitted to going to both of those banks.
Salt Lake City police sharing a message of safety after a large protest this weekend. Police say an anti-ICE protest was planned and permitted by organizers to march up State Street to the Capitol. But it quickly grew to over 1,100 people, and protesters continued their march back down State Street to City Hall. Police say the large march unintentionally caused a traffic jam, including a minor confrontation between a driver and a protester. They say while demonstrations are welcome, officers want more coordination from organizers.
So that way our motor officers who are going to do traffic control can shut down the routes as quickly, as safely as possible, and also do it before the group heads down to start their march.
Police say the confrontation led to some minor injuries. No arrests right now as they continue investigating the circumstances. Utah March Committee sent us a statement today saying they work to ensure the safety of everyone by getting permits and working with police. President Donald Trump has teased.
This is breaking news from KSL.
We are learning of a large new avalanche that came down in Little Cottonwood Canyon.
Yeah, forecasters say it happened along Cardiac Ridge on Mount Superior. Nobody was caught, but as news specialist Andrew Adams found out here, it is the latest reason for concern about the current conditions out there. Andrew?
Well, forecasters say these conditions aren't really normal for Utah, and they say they've contributed to 4 different fatalities as well as many close calls so far this season. We want to show you a picture of this avalanche. This was shared with us by the Utah Avalanche Center of the avalanche this afternoon, Cardiac Ridge on Mount Superior. We're told the avalanche was 2 to 3 feet deep and possibly a couple hundred feet wide. Searchers from the Salt Lake County Sheriff's Office as well as Wasatch Backcountry Rescue responded to this, as did a DPS helicopter. Fortunately, forecasters say the skier who triggered it did so remotely. Basically, that person was not on this particular slope. And that's good news because forecasters say would not have been good if someone was caught in this avalanche. In general, they're warning backcountry skiers to avoid slopes right now of above 30 degrees.
Terrain is king. And by that, what I mean is that it all comes down to gravity. You know, avalanches run on slopes steeper than about 30 degrees, between 30 and 45 degrees. And if people are staying on slopes less steep than 30 degrees with nothing steep overhead, then they're generally going to be enjoying that great powder with no avalanche danger.
The reason forecasters say the snowpack has been so unpredictable is because it's complex and layered and unstable, and it's been that way since Thanksgiving. So a call for people to be careful, but again, the good news here is that nobody was caught in this avalanche this afternoon. For now, back to you.
All right, Andrew, thank you. And according to the Utah Avalanche Center, there were 20 avalanches reported on Saturday alone. The next day, there were another 10. Now, the reminder here to always check their website for the latest conditions before heading into the mountains. Kevin joining us right now. Kevin, we report on these kinds of things and
All the weather, all the details in just a couple of minutes.
All right, Kevin, we'll see you shortly with that. Thank you. Well, developing now in Eagle Mountain, police are investigating after a truck went through a yard, hit a home, and then stopped just before going through another home. The Utah County Sheriff confirms an elderly man who was driving that truck is dead. Chopper 5 here giving us a view of the scene. This is along Bald Eagle Way. They are investigating the cause. Of course, we will bring that information to you here on air and on our KSL Plus app. A man with ties to Utah is among the 10.
Tonight, new details in a deadly crash after a car slams into a home. Plus, a fire putting this. A truck runs off the road in Eagle Mountain, clips a house, and crashes through somebody's backyard. Tonight, we're told this is not the first time.
It's crazy. So this is the 5th time in 6 years we've been here where a car has come through.
And this time, there was a tragic ending.
A 33%.